Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to let y'all know before y'all watch this video that if you go to my description for this video that there's a GoFundMe link. Takes you to a GoFundMe page that I started, and it is for helping me to provide people with firewood for free that are less fortunate and can't really afford to buy firewood. Um, I run into several people every year that struggle to buy firewood, and sometimes I give away a load or two each year just to help these people. But I can't do it all on my own, so I started the GoFundMe page that people could donate, whatever they could, and I put that towards giving somebody some free wood. So if you could just check that out. I'm not begging for money, but it does help people in my community. I wish I could reach people further from my community and help them, but I can only deliver firewood so far from my house. And but anyway, I just trying to do what I can for people, and but yeah, I just appreciate it if you check it out, whether you donate or not. Just take a look at it, and I appreciate it a whole lot. I hope you enjoy the video.
Okay, joy, we got a broken Dyna SC14 splitter wedge here. This is a 4-way splitter wedge. May look for more familiar when I do this or this. It's supposed to have this part here, up here on the right side of this device, and it splits 4 wedges at once, or it splits one piece of wood into 4 wedges is what it does. But this side right here broke off, and it's been broke off for a couple of days. That's why it's rusted. But I think it had been this part of it right here had been was kind of black right after it broke. The rust area was a fresh break at the time, but I think it had been fractured right here for a while. This piece here, I'm gonna have to get it back on there some way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start grinding on this and getting it kind of beveled, and I'm gonna grind on this part here and get it beveled, and I want to get the wire welder going here. And I've been welding on this thing over here. Y'all have already seen it, but now I get to weld on this for a little while, try to get it straightened back up. Okay, so I got this ground out kind of how I want it. I got these edges tapered in here, that way I can get a good weld, get a good deep weld to penetrate all the way through this part of the steel, and then build it all back up, and hopefully it'll stay on there. It's a lot of pressure on this thing when it's splitting wood, especially like black gum and stuff like that. So I hope I can get this thing to stay. If I can't, I'll just call Dyna and I'll order another one of these. I know they're about $600, but I gotta have it. I'm gonna go ahead and grind this side over here off kind of similar to that, and then I'll get it all squared back up and we'll start welding. Damn it! Gotta have your ground hooked up. Did all that lining up and lost it right then. This square just ain't quite strong enough to hold this big steel. Oh, I didn't have it turned on. It's got a switch on the side of it. I didn't realize that. First time I've ever used this thing. Belongs to my uncle. All right, so there's the first bead. I'm probably gonna go back and overlay that with another bead, and I need to weld up here in the front a little more and tie it in a little better right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll go put it back on after I eat some lunch. All right, so here's my finished product. Hopefully that's a double weld on each side. Here's the other side. Hopefully that will stay on there for a while. I'm gonna, when I get back from lunch, I may touch these knives up just a little bit with the grinder. They haven't ever been sharpened since I've had this thing. I mean, it's not bad dull, but I would say if it was a little bit sharper, it would help things. So these welds here, there used to be a guide on this thing where it slides up and down, but it got broke off a long time ago, and it doesn't really affect anything unless it gets in a bind and tries to push this thing sideways somehow, and that's how those got broke off to start with. Most of the time, if it starts to move sideways, I just stop the push, the splitter maul, and back it up and get the piece of wood off and start over. So anyway, after lunch we'll try this thing out and see how it does. I got this thing down here, and I'm getting ready to put it back in the unit. It's kind of sharp now, very sharp. I believe I'm gonna go get me some gloves and put on. So this is the 6-way splitter wedge that I've been using while the other one was broke. It'll make 6 wedges. I gotta pull it out, put it aside. It's pretty simple. Alright, now we're ready for the new one. Now we're ready for the repaired one, I guess I should say. There we go. We are ready to cut wood again. So we'll crank it up, get it warm while I load it up. I'm going to put the truck up under the conveyor belt. I think start this extra load too. Let it be warming up. I'm going to put my truck under the conveyor belt. That way this wood that I'm getting ready to cut, it's a special order, it's a special size. It's going to be for a water stove. It's a bigger, longer wood. So I'm going to put the truck under a conveyor belt and just put it right on the truck. I got 3 of these loads to do. Look, I just cleaned out the bin. There's one stick of wood in here. I got all the trash and stuff out of it. I just ain't had time to cut and get much in it here, and I finished emptying it this morning, so I decided I'd clean it out while it was so empty. So this is what I got on there after cutting one rack of wood. And one rack of wood is what I call, just when that thing is full and I cut all of it, I call that one rack. So about one more rack of wood will fill this truck completely full, and then I'll be able to go and deliver it. And I got to do 3 of these today, and it's already 3 o'clock. I've been screwing off more than I've been doing anything today. I mean, I've been working at stuff, but I just ain't getting nothing done. So there'll be days like that, I reckon. All right, I'm gonna take the saw here and I'm gonna saw up some of this wood that I can't get on the wood processor because of the knots and stuff. the truck is full, so that means I got to pull it up, and I got to work some of it around so it doesn't fall off the truck. This is one reason why I like normally just run it into the bin and then load it with the skid steer, because I don't have to stop and do something else. For example, pull the truck up, and that just takes more time. But well, this is a special load. I'm going to go ahead and load it on the truck like I'm doing. So I gotta go ahead and pull it up now and load the back, and then I can go deliver it, come back and start all over again. Whee! Well, it would have been a load, but most of them hadn't ended up on the ground. So I'm taking this wood over here to a good customer of mine. He's got a big water stove and he buys a lot of wood from me, and he likes his wood cut bigger, so that's what this is. And last time I filmed over here was when I backed down that slope and I had the trailer and I got stuck and I couldn't get back out. Well, it ain't done nothing but rain for weeks. It rained yesterday. It's extremely wet. So I don't know that I'll be able to get back out of here today. And we're going to find out. Hopefully, I've got a chain with me. It's not a very long chain, but I've got a chain with me, and I know he's got a chain. So hopefully if I get stuck, we have enough chain that we can get his truck back up on the gravel and pull me out. So that's the plan. That's my plan anyway. We'll see what happens here in just a second. really well. I was afraid I was going to get hung up down there like I have before, but fortunately, I was able to drive right back out. I had it in four-wheel alone. It's steeper than it looks. The camera does not show steep land well, but it's pretty steep down in there, and then when it's wet, you just can't get any traction to get back out. But old Green done good this time. Been stuck in there before, but he done good this time. Well, we're back where we started from, and I got 2 more of those loads to do. I can probably get 1 more done today, and then I'll do the other one evening this week, or maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, I don't know. May not do much anything tomorrow. Kind of tired. But anyway, this video is getting plenty long, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut down for today filming, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Appreciate you watching.